students, today we are going to see about sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction means male and female gamete, fuse together to form zygote. Okay, it produces new young ones, new organism. Male and female gamete, male and female gamete fuse together to form zygote. Zygote produces new organism. Next, gametogenesis. What is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis means formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. What is gametogenesis means? Formation of gametes. The gametes are again are two types. First one, isogamy. Another one, anisogamy. Another one, anisogamy. What is isogamy? Iso means equal to fusion of identical gamete. Fusion of identical gamete. What is the meaning of identical gamete? The morphologically and physiologically same type of gamete, that is called isogamete. Morphologically, physiologically same. Morphologically and physiologically and same, that is called identical. Next one, anisogamy. What is the meaning of aniso? Aniso means dissimilar, without or dissimilar. Okay, so anisogamy means a fusion of dissimilar gamete. Fusion of dissimilar gametes. Dissimilar means morphological, one is small, one gamete is small, another one gamete is very big size. Okay, that is called morphologically dissimilar gametes. Next one, fertilization. Fertilization is two type of fertilization. External fertilization, another one internal fertilization. First one, external fertilization. Second one, internal fertilization. What is external fertilization? External fertilization means fertilization takes place outside of the parent body, that is called external fertilization. Outside of the parent body. Example, algae. Next one, internal fertilization. Fertilization takes place inside of the parent body is called internal fertilization. Example, in higher plants. Inside of parent body. Example, higher plants. Okay. Next one, flower. What is this? This is a flower. Flower is possesses 4 holes. How many holes? 4 holes. 4 holes in first one, calyx. Second one, corolla. Third one, androecium. Fourth one, gynoecium. Okay. First one calyx, second one corolla, third one androecium, fourth one gynoecium. What is calyx? Calyx is otherwise called sepal. Another one corolla. Corolla is otherwise called petal. Next one androecium. Androecium, gynoecium is very essential part of the reproductive system. Okay, very essential part and reproductive part. Okay, androecium is a male reproductive organ, gynoecium is a female reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ, Gynoecium is a female reproductive organ. Okay, androecium is a male reproductive organ, gynoecium is a female reproductive organ. Next one, in higher plants, the sexual reproduction is 3 stages. First one, pre-fertilization, second one, fertilization, third one, post-fertilization. Okay, in higher plants, sexual reproduction is 3 stages. How many stages? 3 stages. First one, pre-fertilization, second one, fertilization, third one, post-fertilization. Okay. Pre-fertilization, what is the meaning of pre-fertilization? The changes in the structural and hormonal changes. Changes in the structural and hormonal changes. Okay. Pre-fertilization changes in the structural and hormonal changes it occur. Okay. Next one, the androecium. Androecium is made up of androecium is made up of many streams. First we see the male reproductive part of the androecium. Okay. First we see the androecium. Androecium is made up of many stamen. Androecium is made up of many stamen. Stamen have 2 parts. First one anther, another one filament. The stamen have 2 parts. First one anther, second one filament. The young anther is made up of small. The young anther is made up of mass of homogeneous mass of cells. Homo means the same homogeneous mass of cells. Okay. The mature anther is composed of 4 layers. First one, epidermis. Second one, endothecium. Third one, middle layer. Fourth one, tapetum. Okay. Anther is composed of 3 layers: epidermis, endothecium, middle layer and tapetum. Okay. Next, microsporogenesis. What is the meaning of microsporogenesis? Next topic, microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis. The formation of microspore inside the microsporangia is called microsporogenesis. Formation of microspore inside the microsporangia. Is called microsporogenesis. Okay. What is happening in the microsporogenesis? The mother cell is diploid in nature. It undergo meiotic division. It is undergo meiotic division. Meiotic division is otherwise called reduction division, meiotic division. It gives rise to 4 haploid microspore produced. Okay, 4 haploid produced. Okay, what is microsporogenesis? The formation of microspore inside the microsporangia is called microsporogenesis. Mother cell is diploid in nature. It undergo meiotic division. Meiotic division is divided to giving rise to 4 haploid microspore is produced. Okay, 4 haploid or 4 daughter cell produced. Next one, pollinium. What is the meaning of pollinium? Microspore attached with the microsporangium is called pollinium. Microspore attached with the microsporangium is called pollinium. It is very, very important. What is pollinium? Microspore attached with the microsporangium is called pollinium. Next, you see the TS structure of anther. What is the meaning of TS? Means transverse section of anther. Next, TS of anther wall. Okay, what is the meaning of TS? Means transverse section of anther wall. It consists of 3 parts. First one, anther wall. Second one, anther cavity. Third one, connective. Okay, TS of anther wall consists of 3 parts. First one, anther wall, anther cavity. Third one, connective. This is a TS of mature anther diagram. First we see the first part, anther wall. Anther wall is composed of 4 layers. First one, epidermis. First one, epidermis. Second one, endothelium. Third one, endothelium is the third one. Middle layer. Fourth one, tapetum. Okay, the first epidermis. What is epidermis? Epidermis is the outermost layer. Already you know in lower class, studied in lower classes, epidermis is the outermost layer. It is made up of single parenchyma cell. Single parenchyma cell without intercellular spaces. It's very, very important. Epidermis is the without intercellular spaces. Without intercellular spaces. What is the main function of epidermis? Epidermis is protect the internal tissue. Epidermis protect the internal tissue. Okay, first epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost layer. It is made up of single parenchyma cell without intercellular spaces. Its main function, it involved in the production of internal tissue. Next one, endothelium. Endo means inside. These cells are present elongated, radially elongated cells. These cells are radially elongated cell. Radially elongated cells. It's found just below the epidermis. Just below the epidermis. Okay. Next tissue, middle layer. Middle layer, it consists of 2 to 3 layers. It consists of middle layer is 2 to 3 layers. The lifespan is very short. The life period, lifespan is very short. Lifespan is very short. Crust during maturity. Crust during maturity. Okay, middle layer is consist of 2 to 3 layers. The lifespan is very, very short. Another one, the crust during maturity. Next one, tapetum. What is tapetum? Tapetum is the innermost layer of anther wall. What is the tapetum? Tapetum is the innermost layer of anther wall. innermost layer. What is the main function? It nourishes the developing microspore mother cell and microspore cells. Okay, it nourishes developing microspore mother cell and microspores. Okay, it is uninucleate. It is tapetum is a uninucleate or more than one nucleus, so it is called polynucleate. Okay. Next, another one important point of the tapetum, it also control the sterility and fertility. It also control the sterility and fertility. What is the meaning of sterility? Sterility means inability to reproduce. That is called sterility. Inability to reproduce. Okay. Next one, the tapetum is divided to two. First one, invasive secretory tapetum. Another one, invasive tapetum. First one, secretory tapetum. Next one, invasive tapetum. What is the use of the secretory tapetum? It nourishes the microspore. It nourishes the developing microspore cells. Invasive tapetum, it loses the radial cell and tangential cells. So it is a protoplast formed together to form a protogomy. Next one, okay, next one, the stage. Microspore and pollen grains. Microspore and pollen grains. Microspore is immediately formed during meiosis from microspore mother cell. Okay, microspore is immediately formed during meiosis. Idhula form aguna meiosis from microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell. Next, pollen grain is derived from microspore. Pollen grain is derived from microspore. The microspore and pollen grain shape and size is different from the every organism to organism different. Okay. Next one, the microspore wall is two types. Inner wall is intine. Second one, outer wall is exine. Intine is a inner wall. Extine is a outer wall. Intine is elastic in nature. It is very thin wall. It is very thin wall. But the outer wall, the exine, is a thick wall. They are arranged in unevenly. Okay, it is arranged in not uniform or uneven. Okay. So two type of microspore wall. First one inner wall, another one outer wall. Inner wall is made of intine, outer wall is made of exine. Intine is elastic in nature. It is very thin wall. Outer wall is exine, is a very thick. It is not uniform. It is unevenly arranged. Next one, pollen kit. What is pollen kit? Pollen kit is yellow or orange color. Which color? Yellow or orange color. It is made up of carotenoid. What is the meaning of carotenoid? Carotenoid means it is made up of carotenoid. Carotenoid is a pigment. So it gives a yellow color or orange color. Okay. Next, it is oily in nature. Pollen kit, it is oily. It attracts the insects and protect the UV radiation. It attracts insects, protect damage from UV radiation. Pollen kit is a yellow or orange color. It is made up of carotenoid pigment, so it gives a yellow or orange color. It is oily in nature. It attracts to the insect and also protect damage from the UV radiation. Next topic, development of male gametophytes. See the structure. The microspore is the first cell of the male gametophyte, and this haploid is nature. What is the meaning haploid? No, only one nucleus, that is called haploid. Another one time repeat, the microspore is the first cell of the male gametophyte and is haploid in nature. Only one nucleus is present. The nucleus of the microspore is divided to form a vegetative cell, another one generative cell. The nucleus of the microspore divided to form vegetative cell and generative cell. Okay, the two cells, vegetative cell, another one generative cell. At the two-celled stage, the pollens are liberated from the anther. The pollens are liberated from the anther. Next stage, the pollen on reaching the stigma. The pollens on reaching the stigma. This stage absorb the moisture and swells. This stage absorb the moisture and swells. Next stage, generative cells. Dividing the generating cells divided into the pollen into the two male cells. Two male cells produced after reaching the stigma before reaching the embryo sac. The two nucleus generative cells divided into pollen into two male nucleus. Male gamete is 2, 1, another one 2 male gamete is present. Okay, after reaching the stigma before reaching the embryo sac. It is the development of male gamete. The question is very important, so learn it. Okay students, thank you. Today homework, detailed question, development of male gametophyte, learn and write. Okay, thank you.